Hi, and welcome back to the It's a Girl Thing podcast. It's me, Kate, and we're here for another day, another chit chat, and another you and me session. Wow, it's been a little while since I've posted an actual episode, and I'm real sorry about that. But it's coming near the end of my first year of medical imaging, and that means I'm finishing up my placement, which, in all honesty, has been very full on because I have been doing my placement, and then I have been working part-time on the weekends, which has left me working 6 to 7 days of the week, and if you can imagine, leaves me pretty tired, a little bit burnt out, and well, not having much time for anything outside of the ordinary realm. I would love to say I could be consistent and I could just show up for myself, but I also know that life's not always that easy, and I am here to be honest and say I was struggling to keep consistent and motivated to record episodes and post them. So I hope that the content that I have put out in that time has still been enjoyable and supportive and helpful for you. But I'm back. I've got 1 week left. So this is being posted on a random day of the week, but I wanted to get something out, and today's episode really just encompasses what we're getting into. And I want you to know that over the summer, New Zealand summer, I'm going to be so much better, and I say that now, and I really hope I do follow through on that. But I've got some good things in the works, so I'm super excited for that. As I said, quick little life update. I almost finished my placement, so excited about that. I've done all my tests now, which is a relief in itself. I've just got to keep showing up. I worked 7 days last week, and that killed me. Low-key killed me, to the point where I was so burnt out that I started to get sick yesterday, so I had to take the day off. And now I feel a little bit better because I slept most of the day, so that's important. I'm currently on a 24 days of Christmas movies advent binge at the moment. I've called it 24 days of Christmas, and it's like my own personal advent calendar, but for Christmas movies. So one a day until Christmas Day. It's a mix of Netflix cringy Hallmark movies and all your classics like The Grinch, The Holiday, all those very important movies that we love at Christmas time. So stay tuned on the socials for content about that. I've got rankings, I'll tell you my whole list, and we'll talk about it there. Today I want to talk about something that I struggle with, but I'm learning. Do it tired. That's going to be the title of today's episode, and I also am just going to say I'm going back to a little to no notes episode style. For a while, if you hadn't noticed, if you verse audio versus video, but on the video I have been that's my dog, guys. I'm so sorry, but we keep it real, so this will probably stay in here. Anyway, back to my point. My point is that I have been typing up most of my episodes and then kind of just speaking them off a document, and I don't feel that that's as genuine as it could be. It's probably more informative and probably gives you more fact and more information, but I don't know. I like my original style where I maybe have a note or two or specific things I want to say, but then I just freestyle and yap and you get sick of me by the end, but here we are. So that's what we're going for today. So please give me some feedback on that if you like the more structured side or whether you do just really like our honest real chats, because I really do as well. Anyway, do it tired. And by do it tired, I don't mean that you have to do something every day, all day. That when you clock off work, you don't have to do something every day. But there are things that you and I both know we want to do, but we tell ourselves that we're too tired to do them. Whether it's going to the gym, recording a podcast, posting on Instagram or TikTok, whether it's going out for dinner with a friend, there are so many things that we go, actually, I might not do it today. I'm just too tired for that. Or you miss out on important things because you're so tired from just everyday life And everyday life is tiring, it's exhausting. And I wish I could just magically make that exhaustion for us go away. But I'm coming to learn that within that exhaustion and within that tiredness, that we've actually got to come up with our own coping and our own way of saying, well, I'm tired, but I'll also benefit so much if I do this. And you're like, maybe one gym session isn't going to be the changing factor, but if you say that every day, then what's your life going to look like? Day one day. It's your choice. And I like to quote the book Atomic Habits on this because it's something that I've read several times and I love the point throughout, which is if you just improve 1% each day, think about how that looks over the big picture. Now, improving 1% in your day might be something tiny. It might be you slept an extra 30 minutes, or I took a full body shower, I did a full skincare routine, I brushed my teeth twice a day, I had only 1 cup of coffee. Like, these tiny improvements throughout our days. If you make one of those improvements every day for a week, think about how much better you'll feel and how much better your life will look. And once again, I'm great at coming up with ideas. I am the queen of saying, ooh, I need to get my life back on track. I'm going to plan out X, Y, and Z, and I'll make lists for it, and I will come up with this full plan to start the next day. And then sometimes not even by after day 1, I will completely fall off the bandwagon. Hey, and I'll admit that it's a flaw. It's a bad habit of mine. And next year I do really want to. I saw somebody post this thing on YouTube where it was like getting rid of 12 habits over the whole year. And the goal was to try and focus on one habit that you wanted to eliminate, or a habit you wanted to eliminate and form into something better. 1 a month for an entire year. Because even if you don't fully succeed at changing each goal, you will have still improved it. So therefore, the improvement over the entire year, would that not be crazy? So if I remember about that, I'll talk some more about that in the new year. And hey, you can join me if you want to. Anyway, it's my favorite season of the year. It's Christmas time, which gets so busy and so stressful, and you're trying to see family and you're trying to still keep working and you're trying to work for money, and you're finished with school, but you're also like, I've got a whole new school year to come, or you're moving away to university, and there's just so much going on in this season. And I want to remind you that it's okay to slow down still. Slowing down and my whole do it tired are 2 different things. You can slow it down, but also still do things tired. And now you're probably like, Kate, you don't make any sense to me right now. And hey, I probably don't make that much sense. It's whatever time, 8:30 p.m. So it's getting close to my bedtime. And I probably will try and go to bed not long after I record this, because I need sleep and I keep going to bed between 10:30 and 11 or 11:30. And from a girl who's usually gone to bed between 8 and 9:30 most of her life, needs to stop that habit now. But the problem with that is also that I'm using that time after like 9:30. I'm using it to like scroll. I'm not even reading a book. I'm not even doing anything productive. So what's the point? And then I wake up slow the next day, and then I don't want to do the important habits because I'm tired, you know? This is what I'm saying. We've got to do these things tired sometimes. We've got to push through. Like, I'm so tired right now, but here I am. I'm chatting to you because I want to prove to you. And you're probably like, but Kate, you're just talking. There's no much effort in that, but I have to actually set my camera up. I have to get my microphone working. I have to think of things to say and kind of try and make sense. And then I'm going to edit it, and then I'm going to get ready to post. And it's a whole palaver. And the funniest part is the easiest part of this is just sitting and chatting and being honest with you. But somehow that's the hardest part, because I know it's the start of all those steps that I find harder. Anyway, let me get back on track. Basically, what I'm saying is you've got to push through. Don't push through to the point you burn yourself out. But if you're trying to give yourself an excuse by saying, my friends have invited me out, but I'm too tired to go. Think about how much you will actually enjoy it if you go out. If you truly think you're going to be the Debbie Downer of the party and that you're not going to have any fun whatsoever, then maybe don't go. But if the only thing that's stopping you is the fact that you are tired, go for it. Push through and do the fun things. Push through and do the things that you know are going to make you better in the long run. It might be as simple as, I need to stretch tonight. I need to read some of a book that's going to help me become a better version of myself. There are so many little things that we can do to become better versions of ourselves. Today, for me, it was recording this episode, and I'm going to try and record a new episode on Sunday as well, or Saturday for Sunday, because you guys deserve more of me, and I haven't been giving you more of me. So I'm super excited. And I say super excited, and I don't sound really excited, but I'm super excited to be able to do that for you now that my course for the year is taking like a month-long break. And then we'll be back in Palmy. We'll be back at uni, and we will be able to get Coco Confessions up and running. I'll be able to do my weekly episodes because I find it so much easier to manage there because I have a bit more free time. So I'm super excited. Why am I saying super excited so many times? What else? Do it tired, and do it when you don't want to do it. Do it when you try and make an excuse and realize that your excuse is just you saying, I don't want to right now. It's not, I shouldn't, because it's going to affect me negatively and my body negatively. But it's because sometimes we're a bit lazy. Coming from the queen who knows she's quite lazy sometimes. I should be working out more. I should be going for a walk more often. But I come back and I go, I'm tired. I can do it another day. But then another day comes and I don't do it. I come up with all these plans. And then I say, I'm too tired. Well, when I say let's stop being tired, I don't mean you're not allowed to be tired anymore. But I'm saying let's stop being tired, and let's stop being tired stopping us from doing things. So let's do it tired. Because girl, if you don't, someone else out there will. And when somebody else does, you're going to feel so much worse because you're going to compare yourself and you're going to say, well, they were able to do it, but I couldn't. But it wasn't that you couldn't, it's that you wouldn't. And I want to see you try. Because I know how awesome you can be. Hey, I know how awesome I could be if I actually stopped the excuses. So this is our sign that we need to stop with the excuses and that we need to step out of our comfort zones and do it tired. I think I've just said the word do it tired so many times then. But hey, hammer home that point, girl? I guess that's really all I have to say today. But I do want to have our little cutesy you and me moment. I want you to know that you are incredibly beautiful. That even in your tiredness, you have so much to continue to push for. You have so much that you can do even within your realm of tiredness. It might be one extra little thing, or you might be able to do something big. Change your mindset each day. Push yourself beyond what you know is possible. I am proud of you for where you've come from, and I'm proud of where you're going to go. I'm so excited to see the people that you become and the way that we live out life together. I know it's not always easy, and I know we say a lot of things and we want to do a lot of things, and we can never really bring ourselves to do them. And maybe it's a fear of failure. Maybe it's the fact that we want something so badly that the idea of attempting it and not doing it is scarier than not doing it at all. But give it a go. Push beyond what you know. Let's do it together, because I know I'm going to try. I love you, and I appreciate you being here. I just want you to know that this is a space for you. Thank you for joining me on today's episode, and I hope that this can be a reminder to all of us that we need to sometimes push ourselves further. Do it tired, do it in whatever mood we're in, and push through. So I hope you have the best day, week, month until I talk to you next. Thank you, my lovely girls. Ta-ta. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode. It's been great having you. If you have any topics you'd love for me to discuss, want some big sisterly advice, or just want to say hey, just reach out to me on Instagram at It's a Girl Thing Pod, and I hope you join us next week. Stay beautiful.